Week 16 of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. A very Merry Christmas Day, everyone. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this, the first of three here on this Monday, and it starts with a couple of rivals with history back to the AFL days.
History indeed. Great games. Teams that had to go through each other in order to accomplish what they wanted, which was to get to the Super Bowl. And remember just a few years ago, Kansas City, they've owned this rivalry in recent years, but the Raiders went to Kansas City and won. And remember taking a victory lap around the stadium on their way to the airport in their team bus.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Offense.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 6 catches, 92 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught by James. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
The Chiefs are 12-2 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Amir Abdullah. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes, left side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
James now to return it. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the
for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. You look at this Raiders defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football
as they've got it as we resume action. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's James. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Mahomes to throw once more.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second down, McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down, McKinnon again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. McKinnon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
First down, here's White.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down and 4.
Whoa.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. A dump off for Abdullah. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Down. Ready?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Anthony Richardson, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now with 1 game to play. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now with 1 game to play.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 30-yard line.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pressure comes and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's James returning. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Ready. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Ready. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. He'll get this down to the 38.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A 3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First down, Las Vegas.
They stay on the ground with White.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Here we go.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
Now an injury timeout, and that is Davante Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 18. A big play there for KC, giving 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Ready?
And Lance now to throw.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Garoppolo.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw, it's Lance. James has got it. Complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Rice.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Lance to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And he'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Come on, set.
Now 2nd and 9.
Set.
Now Lance.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Ready, ready. Set, cut.
Lance going to sneak it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll run it now with Gray. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. James now to return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here we go, here we go.
The drive starts with a run by White.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And as this defense